Well, well, well. It looks to me like everything in the DUI is finally come unglued. The pieces of the puzzle are falling into place, and we're finally starting to get some answers to some of the mysteries around here. Now I know what you're thinking. It's been a very long time since the lone wolf of the DUIs had anything to say. People have been asking me in the locker room, on the streets, wherever I go, why the silence? With everything that's been going on this year, of all people to take a vow of silence, why would it be me? Well, let me be honest with you. There's no one particular answer to that question. There's a number of reasons why I haven't cut a promo in over 8 months. Safe to say, the DUI's been pretty damn crazy this past year, and as for me, I've had a number of personal issues outside of the ring that I've had to deal with. Now, I'd rather not go into detail, but let's just say, for me, a lot of it's been life-changing. And it was important for me to get my house in order, get myself in order. However, that being said, I've also made it a point to keep an eye on things here. Don't confuse the silence for absence. After seeing what happened at Hee-Halloweeny, well, let's just say that to me, it feels like the time's right. No need for this silent vigil to go on any longer. I guess I should start with the biggest surprise last night. The franchise is reborn. Looks like the Kool-Aid finally wore off, huh? Let me be the first to say it. It's about goddamn time you boys woke up. I heard what you had to say earlier today, Game. My old friend. My nemesis. I'm interested to see what you and Doc have in store, to be sure. Whether you like him or not, lethal injection is a part of what separates the DUI from the rest. It's an undeniable fact. You're probably wondering, why the hell am I marking out for a couple of guys who tried to cut my career short on more than one occasion? Well, let me be clear with you that we have our differences. We see things differently, and that's something that'll probably always be true. But behind all the smack talk, all the feuding, there's an underlining of respect to be had. I ran with these boys once. I know what they're all about just as well as anyone else. It would have been easy for me to come out a while back and shoot on you. Over this year, I've watched you and Doc sink further and further into this mediocrity. I couldn't help but think, how in the fucking hell could two of the DWI's top players all of a sudden let themselves turn into a couple of ZZ Top, Cousin It wannabes that look like they came crawling out of a sewer pipe? But even without knowing, I knew. I knew damn well that there were shenanigans afoot. I watched one of RD's promos a while back, singing praise and glory to the job. But I knew that he knew. There was just something wrong about that Kool-Aid. Somebody was spiking the jobber juice. Now I know what you're probably going to say. Knowing that, why didn't I say anything? Why did I allow that to go on for so long? Well, it's true. I could have said something. Hell, maybe I could have done something about it, or tried to do something about it. But what would that have really accomplished in the end? I had to believe that somewhere underneath all that thick, disheveled, unkempt hair of yours, there was some glimpse of you boys left. In the end, you didn't need to be saved. You had to save yourselves. And you did just that. That's something that no one else in the DUI can take away from you, and that's something worthy of my respect. Respect's not something you ask for or demand. You earn it. That's just the way it is. Let me also be the first to congratulate the One on becoming the new DUI Unified Champion. It's pretty clear that the game was riding you pretty hard in this promo earlier, but I'll give you some credit, one, for taking the opportunity that you had and running with it. I wouldn't say that I'm happy about things, but at least the opportunity that it could have been mine didn't just go to waste. You did get the better of me in that match, one. A match that I dominated in. I was in the zone that night. I was ready. But I let my guard down, and that one little mistake was all it took. But now that you're the unified champion, that makes you a marked man, one. And make no mistake, I will rise to the challenge once again. And if you hold on to the title long enough, you can be sure that you'll see me again. Speaking of which, there's someone else out there that I think is long overdue for addressing. And that would be our new #1 contender, the Dark Leader. Speaking of houses that aren't in order, doesn't seem like you have a good grip on your own house, does it? Now granted, you have 2 sets of tag team titles in your band, and you've made quite an impact since you arrived, but looks to me like the foundations of your nightmare are starting to fall apart. Ever since you came to the DUI, all I've heard from you is how you're going to put together your group and run the show. Now see, I have a little problem with that. You're not the first guy who's come along the way you have, promising to do that. As a matter of fact, one of your extra-large lackeys happens to be one of them. Now, wherever you might have come from, you might have been the big dog in charge. But the DUI is my territory, son. There's only room for one alpha male around here. And if you think I'm just going to roll over and let you step in, well, you're in for a rude awakening. Back at short notice, I gave you just a taste of what I can bring to the table. And seeing as how you're always talking about wanting some real competition in the DUI, well, maybe I can give you what you're looking for. So how about it, Mr. #1 contender? Is that something you think you really deserve? The eyes of the wolf are upon you. I've walked through fire. I've been to the abyss and back. Do you honestly think that some little nightmare is going to make me flinch? I wonder how steadfast you'll be when the tables are turned. Just how long can you hold up when you're the one who's being hunted? I look forward to your response. The winds of change are upon us all. Believe me, DUI, you haven't seen anything yet.